Right. All right. So Bitcoin is doing its thing. It's just cruising or whatever. But we always talk about politics and Bitcoin go together. Let me ask you two this because I don't want you guys' thoughts on this. Right? Do you think that the midterm elections, win, lose, or draw for whichever team, do you think that will affect Bitcoin's price or anything, the adoption of Bitcoin, anything like that, and how and why?
My dumb answer is I think it will affect the price, and I think it will go up if the Democrats win the primary or the midterms. I have no backing why. It's just the way the market works. If you have red policies coming in, the market freaks out, and if the safe party gets in, it recovers.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I do. I mean, yeah, of course, Bitcoin's going to do what Bitcoin does, right? I get that. It's a great talking point. I love it. But I would have to side with Trent on that one. I do think that if that happens, then it would go up. But I still think that the tokenomics of Bitcoin and like the microeconomics and all this other stuff, I still don't think that changes. I think the sentiment's great still for Bitcoin. We're seeing everything, the supply go down, obviously, and I think that we're using it more and more every day. Merchants are accepting it more and more every day. So I mean, I try to like really decouple Bitcoin from like politics and events and stuff. And maybe it's just because I'm trying to like control my mind and not allow that to like consume me. But I would respectfully agree with Trent on this one.
It just follows the overall market, and the overall
Mhm.
market trusts blue. I don't know why. I have no reason for it, but you can look at it. You can see the pattern. When they win the midterm, the market recovers.
And that's including Bitcoin.
Bitcoin always follows the overall market.
You
Mhm.
know what I thought? I thought it would go up because people don't trust the Democrats. Now,
I think so.
looking at it from a Bitcoiner's perspective, they're like, "Oh my," because a lot of people said if Kamala came in, it would have went up because people, Bitcoiners in particular, don't trust Kamala.
I
Jor's
think
here.
it would have went up, honestly. I think because we wouldn't have had the tariff slump, two tariff slumps, we would probably be sitting in the 150s to 180s.
Yeah, I
What's
don't
up,
buy for
Jor?
a second. I don't buy for a second that the left is like, we're anti Bitcoin and we don't want to do the policies. We want to like, I don't buy that. Any way they can find corruption in anything they can, even if that's Bitcoin, they're gonna find it. They're gonna put their claws in it and they're gonna ride that wave. They know Bitcoin is where it's at. It's not, we all know this. It's not rocket science. And they're gonna find ways to find corruption in their own way and ride Bitcoin's coattails and make money off of it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, good points. Sin says all flights to safety go up under a Dem majority. Gun sales, ammo sales, and Bitcoin's price. Facts.
He's not
I
wrong.
love it.
Do you guys think if the Democrats take control in 2028, I'm talking about take control if they did, do you think they will implement, and I'm talking about them getting the House, the Senate, and the executive branch, do you think they'll implement a CBDC?
It's a mixed bag even in the Democrat side with CBC. I think the old school Democrats might want it, but like the younger ones, that's a toss up, honestly.
That's a total toss up, dude. That's a hard one to answer. And just you even saying they take control of all that, I'm getting
Yeah,
anxiety.
you're giving me a stomach ache over here.
I know, but I mean, it's not impossible.
Oh
That's a
no, it's
possibility,
it's plausible.
And again, I don't think in the Senate they're not going to win the Senate in 2026. They are favored, I think 80 something
Oh,
percent.
2028 they could though.
Yeah, but 2028 they could. That's what I'm saying. So 2028 they can have all three. They can have the trifecta like we have right now.
Mhm, mhm.
But
They won't waste it.
right, and they're going to get shit done, and they're going to end the
So,
filibuster too.
so do
Jor,
you
my favorite.
switch from So do you switch from DCA? And that's where you got to ask yourself too. And it's not a conspiracy crazy thing, but I'm just saying, like, you DCA Bitcoin, you buy Bitcoin, but then you got to, some ammo. Don't you can't be oblivious to this stuff. You should always be buying stuff. Because remember, last time they got in like that, dude, they were like, can't buy ammo. Ammo sales were done.
I don't
Even
need
in
ammo in
Idaho.
Thailand.
Oh, yeah, that's true, right? We got chopsticks and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah, you always got to stay ready, so you don't have to get ready, because you never know, man.